Hi, Queen. I am Vuyanzi, also known as a life coach Vuyanzi, and welcome to Vuyanzi Coaches, the only show where you get a chance to actually go into a live coaching session. Now, today we're going to think about the topic of our comfort zone. Let that sit with you for a moment. Many of you know that if you're going to create the vision for your life that you really want, if you're going to move into being that future self that you so desire, if you're going to reach the level of your dreams, if you're going to answer the alarm clock of destiny, you're going to have to do some maneuvers that will take you outside of your comfort zone. And that is what we're going to talk about today in the coaching session with Victoria. So welcome, Victoria. So happy that you're here with us today. So I will ask you the question I ask all of everyone, whoever I coach. What topic would you like to tackle today?
I think I would like to tackle the comfort zone and how it's not really comfortable.
Okay, so tell me, I heard you say the comfort zone is not really comfortable. Tell me, what would you like to, in terms of the comfort zone, what would you really want to get done or get achieved by the end of our call? Comfort zone.
I think maybe kind of the push or the urge to really fully get out of the comfort zone.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ask you a little bit more about that. Let's say the comfort zone, I don't even know. I want to put this on a scale. So when we talk about the push or the urge, right? If you say, if 10 is that you're all the way out of the comfort zone, and I don't even know why I'm on this call with Vuyanzi right now, and 1 is just completely the opposite, where on the scale would you say you are?
I would say that the fact that I'm on this call with you right now is like a toe outside of the comfort zone.
Excellent. Listen, congratulations. Seriously, I do commend you for that. So is a toe like a 5?
Yeah, I would say a 5, yeah.
Okay. And so if we're at a 5 now, where do you think we could get to in the next 30 minutes?
Maybe a 7.
Okay. How she sets the bar very low. Okay, let's go. Okay. So I want to talk about right now that toe. The toe that is out of the comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
What does that feel like right now for you, that toe being out?
Honestly, a little bit nervous. Mm-hmm. Because, when you're in your comfort zone, you know what's there. Mm-hmm. And as you consider the outside of the comfort zone, outside of your box, it's like there's this huge unknown and there's so much uncertainty. But because I've been in this box, I've been in the comfort zone, it's like, okay, there's got to be more. But what is the more?
Mm-hmm. So nervous, and what are, we'll know when you said when you're in it, you said but right now it's a little bit of nervousness. So let me ask, are there any good things that have come out from that toe being outside of the comfort zone?
Yes. I think, and actually I did something last week that was totally outside of my norm and completely surprised me. Sometimes we don't trust our own abilities. And when we allow others to see those abilities, and get a little recognition, it's a confidence booster.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of makes you want to go out of your comfort zone a little bit more, maybe 2 toes.
So I just heard you say 2 things. One thing I just heard you say, and I don't know if I'll get to the second one because we might stay at the first one, I'm not sure, but one of the things I just heard you say was trusting our own ability. So in hearing you say that, I want to ask you, Victoria, do you trust your own ability?
I don't think so completely. I don't. I want to. I think I've doubted myself a lot. And, sometimes when you have to be very careful of who you allow to speak into your life or to even speak around you, because sometimes that negative speak becomes a part of you.
Mm-hmm. 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 And for a moment, I want to go to the negative speak for a moment. And we won't stay there, but I do want to address that, how you said, sometimes. Can you tell me about a time, or if something specific comes to mind, where there was some type of negative speak, whether it was into your life, about you or something? Do you remember a time that ever happened, that when you think about it, you even feel it right now?
Yeah, I can.
You don't have to say names or anything, but
yeah.
like John Joe said his address is, just kidding.
Yeah, no, basically, like, I know that I have been called to be in the front, to be a leader, to be, but I'm comfortable being in the background, because being in the front, there's a lot of pressure. And some of that doubt has been where it was kind of questioned to me. Do you really think you can do this? I don't know that you can. And I know, just because I am a believer. I rely on my faith. My faith keeps me going. And I know what God has spoken to me. But even with that, there is still, some hesitation. But when you have people around you that say, I don't know, are you sure? Are you sure that's what you heard? Are you sure you can do this? And sometimes that kind of, depending on where that's coming from, if it's coming from someone you're looking to for guidance, that can kind of add in that doubt. And I think that's what it's done for me.
So I heard, doubt. I heard the word doubt. You said doubt a few times. And so we're going to stay here just a little bit longer. So let me ask you this question. How are you imagining things? Are you good at that or not good at that? Can you close your eyes and envision things, or no?
No, not really.
Okay. I need to ask that. That's what I need to hear. So just for a minute, and you don't need to close your eyes then for this, I want you to think. Let's say if there's a particular person or people that come to mind. And so their faces. So this isn't a matter of imagination. Right. Just picture their faces in your mind and hear their words. Hear their words, not in your voice, but in their voice, speaking to you for a moment. And I want you to think about, doubt was one of the words that you came up with, what it did for you. What other negative things did those words bring up for you? Doubt. What else might be another adjective?
I would say maybe lack of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And the feeling of retreat. You know, you have when you get to a space where you're ready to step out, and then someone kind of casts that doubt or starts speaking negatively, it's like, oh, let me go back. Let me back up. Let me, maybe not do what I thought I was supposed to do, or not continue on this path.
Anything else, or what else?
I think that's it.
Okay.
That's enough.
I just want to make sure you get it all out. Get it all out. Okay. So I heard doubt. I heard lack of confidence. I heard a feeling of retreat. So the next thing, if you allow me to do, is I want you, in thinking about those words, think about, now for this exercise, okay, do you mind if we do a quick exercise?
Sure.
Okay, great. So for this exercise, you might have to close your eyes just for focus sake, not for anything else, or just look at something in the room that you're in, like fix your gaze on like the floor or on an object that's not moving around you. But this is what I want you to do. When you think about what you heard from those people or that person that produced the doubt, the lack of confidence, and the feeling to retreat in you, I want you to feel in your body where you felt the hurt the most.
My voice.
Talk about, because you just, it almost, like your facial expression was like, it almost surprised you. So talk about what's going on right now when you said your voice.
It's almost like, and I'm not going to say they took it, I allowed them to take my voice. Because they were speaking negatively, and I started having those feelings of, self-doubt, and it kind of was a blow to my confidence, and I felt like I wanted to retreat. And in that space, retreating would mean taking away my voice.
Okay. So it's funny because I said we won't stay in the negativity. I wanted to make sure that we were there, and you just said your voice. And it's funny because this word is kind of wrestling within me when you said I allowed them to, right? And this word came up for a client the other day. And I'm like, really? Am I supposed to say that word? But there's a word I'm going to say in just a moment. But let me ask you, the lack of confidence, the feeling to retreat, the where's my other word here? Lack of confidence, the feeling to retreat, the doubt. What is it? The doubt. Okay. What can you give me, like pound for pound? Can you match up a positive feeling? What positive feelings would you want to replace those words, right? So like for pound, doubt, what would that be? Lack of confidence, then what would that be? Retreat, what would that be? So think about what words would those be? And then I'll come back. Don't worry, I have a word for you in a moment.
Doubt, I would replace that with, okay, maybe not one word, maybe a phrase.
And that's fine, that's fine. We won't hold you to the one word. The word will not come out and arrest you this time. Go ahead.
The doubt, I would replace that with, I know what I'm supposed to do. Lack of confidence, I'm fully equipped to do what I'm supposed to do. And the retreat, I'm going to move forward in what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Make sure, I've written them down. but I would encourage you to make sure you write down these words, and we'll come back to them in just a moment.
Okay.
So the word that came up for me was when you said I had allowed those people to do XYZ, right? The word that came up for me is giving yourself permission to. Now, I didn't know what you were going to say, but it makes sense, right? Permission to say these phrases to yourself, permission to get your voice back. But that's you, right? Because
Right.
you won't have control. And this is what I say to all my clients. And I know that you know this logically, but I want to reiterate it. The only person you have control over is you, right? So I want you to, if you will, if you just give me permission for this to happen. You said it was your voice, and we don't need to close any eyes. I'm just going to ask you to take your hand. We're going to do a symbolic thing here, right? Take your right hand. Wait, are you right-handed or left-handed?
I am right-handed.
Okay, so go ahead and put that hand over your throat, because that's where, or your mouth. I don't know, where would you think it comes from? Is your throat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels right coming from there. Okay. And I can say the statements and you can repeat them, because I pretty much was trying to hurry up and jot them down. Or do you remember those 3 statements that you said already?
You say them, because I don't remember.
No problem. Okay. So I know what I'm supposed to do.
I know what I'm supposed to do.
And Victoria, I'm going to ask you to say that one more time. And I want you to say it with conviction. And this is why I'm going to say this. To everyone watching, I get this wonderful jewelry from Victoria. And when she talks to me about it, she is like, it is just like, there's just like no doubt in her mind. And Victoria, I'm sorry, because right now I dropped back, I fell back, I backslid, I'm coming back.
Okay.
I want you to, with that same confidence, when you pick out jewelry for people, and you already know what your clients like. You've even told me before, at first I started, before not being on this coaching call, before I started, I didn't know what they wanted. But then you said, now I know, and I can pick out exactly what they want. So when you say these 3 statements with that same confidence, but now you're saying it about you and your voice, okay? So here we go. I know what I'm supposed to do.
I know what I'm supposed to do.
I'm fully equipped to do what I'm supposed to do.
I am fully equipped to do what I am supposed to do.
I'm reading the last one in my handwriting. I am going to move forward and do what I'm supposed to do.
I am going to move forward and do what I am supposed to do.
And I want you just to lean in that for a moment, whatever that means to you, just lean in that for just a moment. And even imagine yourself that you're saying those words in your mind to the people that have already said certain things to you. And also to the people who will still say things to you. As you, the other day you sang the song on Facebook, Lift Every Voice. As you lift your voice, others will still lift their voice. So I'm just gonna stop talking for 15 seconds or so. And in your own mind, you don't need to close your eyes. I want you to envision yourself speaking to every voice that is going to be a naysayer. Listen, this is life. This is how it is. Speak in your mind to every voice that will try to contradict yours. And I'm just gonna be quiet and you let me know when you're done.
I'm ready.
Mm. What came up for you just now as you did that exercise right then?
The need to look more within myself.
Mm.
And the strength is there. I have it. I just need to rely on it. I need to stand on it. And, you know, hearing from others is good. However, I have to know what I should receive and what I should not receive.
Mm, mm, mm. I heard you just say the strength is there. You said the strength is there. So, Victoria, I want to ask you, knowing that the strength is there, moving forward, what can you do to remind yourself that the strength is there? I don't know if it's a matter of reminding or helping that strength to rise. What are some action steps you can take to help cultivate? That's the word I want to use, to help cultivate the strength that already lies within you, that you said lies within you.
It may sound silly, but affirmations. I believe in the power of affirmations. I teach them to my children. I need to do them for myself.
Mm.
Because when you say a thing over and over and over, it gets in you. It becomes part of you. And I think affirmations would be a good place to start.
Mm-hmm. You have 3 already from today's.
Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You have 3 already. And may I make an observation about something?
Yes.
Okay. So I noticed before you said affirmations, the thing that you said before it was a judgment call on yourself. You said, it may seem silly, but I want to hone in on the fact that you made that judgment about the thing that you already know is going to work. Because if you didn't think it worked, you wouldn't be instilling that in your kids. You said, right. I instill that in my kids. Can you talk about when you say that judgment before you said the thing that you already know works?
I think I said it because affirmations are just, I don't want to say common, but for some they seem, it's just simple. It's a basic thought, but it's a powerful thing. It's very basic, and it's kind of like your level 1 when you're working on, development. Mm-hmm. You start with those affirmations, those things that you say. So I think for me, it's like sometimes we forget about those basic things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. So you have 3 affirmations, and tell me about how you're going to use it. How you're going to use your affirmations. Sorry.
I think starting my day with them, mm-hmm. and then throughout the day, when I start feeling the doubt, or if I start hearing some of that negative speak from anywhere, reminding, these are things that I'm going to constantly say. I'm going to constantly remind myself of.
Okay. And just one more thing I want to ask. You said in the beginning there was one toe that was out of the comfort zone. Mm-hmm. But you have your affirmations, and so you have your tool. Mm-hmm. Can there actually be some type of act you can do to get, whether it's the more toes out into
the whole foot?
Is there a way to get the whole foot? I don't know. Is there an action that you could take that you're like, when I do this, that foot is in the zone of discomfort, but I'm going to do it?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want to share it or no? Is it a secret?
Absolutely.
It might be a secret, so I don't know.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay. But you have something.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So I'll say this. In the beginning of our call, you said I want, it's about the comfort zone, the push or the urge to kind of move out of it. And you told me you were at a 5. So as it pertains to our goal at the beginning, when you said the push or the urge, we were shooting for a 7. Where did we get to in today's call? No pressure. The coaching will come to get me if we didn't get you to 7. Where would you say we've landed at today?
I think I'm at an 8.
Sorry, you weren't supposed to see that. Is the camera still rolling? Just kidding.
Because it reminded me, sometimes I really feel like, there are things that we grapple with, that we struggle with, and we internalize. And being able to speak some things out loud and have someone call us out on the things that we say, and say, well, why did you say that? That for me was helpful. And I said it, but I'm stronger than what I really give myself credit for. I need to rely on that strength more.
I felt the strength as you were talking. I felt it. That's amazing, and that's awesome. So are you okay if we end our coaching session today?
I am.
Okay. Excellent. So
thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Victoria, for this session, and we'll see you on the other side.
Awesome. Thank you.
We are human. And so many times in our lives, we are meeting people, we're connecting with people, many of which are great, but so many times there are these slip-ups of the tongue that set us back, that we allow to set us back. This is an easy thing to happen. I don't care how strong you are. I feel like I'm strong, but have there been things that people have said to me? They didn't necessarily mean it in the absolute worst way, but still things that people said to me, especially when they've been people that I loved or cared about or respected or looked to receive something good. People have said things to me, and it has impacted my life in one way or another. Sometimes it's been a short while, sometimes it's taken a little bit longer. However, Queen, I always have to kick it over to you. As you maneuver each day, as you're living your life, right? Are you finding yourself within your comfort zone because, listen, within your comfort zone, because you've allowed their words to take root in your life? So I want you to consider that. Many times we're in the comfort zone. Of course, it's all about us, but it could be from the seeds planted by someone else. So where are you at within your comfort zone? And is it a matter of going back to the thought of what it was that sent you there, if you will, or that has kept you, that's even a better word, that has kept you there? Is it time for you to put your toe out? Well, that's my finger, but your toe out. Some things to contemplate. Until next time, Queen. And if you want to get more than a toe into out of your discomfort zone and you want to work with me, Vuyanzi, then make sure you connect with me. Until the next time, Queen. Mwah.